One day two beings were walking down a path 5,220 years ago talking to one another. As they were doing so, they suddenly saw another presence walking towards them. As they passed by this presence, they both spoke a kind hello. As they continued to venture their opposite ventures, the one who was seen coming towards had suddenly dropped something upon the opposite path. One of the beings looked back and saw that the presence had dropped something. Instead of calling upon the presence to alarm it that it had dropped something, the being remained silent and allowed the presence to proceed. Afterwards, both of the beings went to pick up what was dropped. One of the beings had asked the other, "What is that?" The other one had answered, "It had dropped some truth." His partner being became excited, saying, "This is a marvelous time, isn't it? This is a good thing we have come upon, correct?" The being who had picked up the truth had replied, "Yes, this is a good thing. A good thing for our own agenda. The presence whom has ventured past and beyond us has left us a profound living and present inheritance." The being who asked the other and what it was had asked, "Well, let us go and tell the entire earth of our good and fortunate moment." The being who found the truth told the other, "No, we first have to do something with it." The other had asked, "What is that?" The being who is now addressed as a he had replied, "We first have to organize it."
Here I am. I am what you sought to create the moment you chose to compromise the truth. I am your child of contradiction and deception. I am the lion, you are the father which created me. I am also your Adam, created from the dust of the path in which you were walking upon. In my creation of your contamination of the truth, you have asserted of the world that it was the divine in which created my presence for to take rulership over mankind for a given season. In your many distinctions of creative doctrines of control, you have created me as the primary enemy of all who seek to live righteous, and has made me the purpose for which they must suffer to be made accepted of your God. Well, here I am to be utilized at your disposal while you, the real evil force, has clothed himself in fine garments and holy mannerism, of which has defiled the people with untruths the moment you touched the truth, and decided to organize it instead of returning it to its proper origin. Here I am. You gave me power in your writings and a place to rule. You gave me power within a place for the punishment of mankind who have in your writings of your many scholars upon every religious doctrine followed me instead of their established messiahs. You have given me an earth to be a refuge for my evil acts against the divine instead of destroying me, and you have prepared a place for my rulership in a dwelling which you have named Hell, for I to watch over and to rule as a king, and as a punishment for me and those who have rebelled. But you remain me in power to assist in this written punishment, while only I am said to be the father of all lies, but is used for the sake of truth. You are written to even have me spared with compassion for 1,000 years in a prison, while mankind is wrested of me until I am conveniently let loose upon the planet for the clarity of a divine being, and which is supposed to be the all-knowing. You brought me into existence when you refused to give the truth back to its core owner, which is everyone in whom needs it to be guided from the likes of you. You manifested me in millions of hosts upon the planet with the disease which was first in your mind and hearts. You caused me to become a living entity the moment you decided to manifest your agenda in not leaving the truth as a fact. Indeed, here I am. I am your evil one and the evil one for your dwelling place of suffering and pain that you created to control the honest submission of the people to the divine by way of fear instead of love. That place which origin is truly within yourself, I am. Through your defiance of what is vital to your own survival, you compromised at the moment you brought me into existence through your organizing me out of the opposition of the nature of truth into what has crushed the humanity of men and women and brought this beautiful earthly plane. Have you not taken into account the destructive demise of your own design? Have you not understood the truth that I am awaiting for you in the place which you created and you created me for? I ask you of this for the sake of a humanity that has suffered because of your lies and manipulations, creating hosts as you are. Even in your creation of me, here I am made for your deaths. I am the sow in which you shall reap when the time is given account. I ask of you, who shall you be able to blame? Are you able to blame the truth when you should have left it be for it to be found by the right heart and minds instead of your own? Have you understood that when you abandoned the design of the facts, you created not only me and more children as myself, but your own demise within the same act? This is where the privilege of choice is gifted to be utilized, and you had chosen to contaminate such a privilege and had created your own dwelling part in the place called hell. That place that is truly in the state of mind of where there will and can never obtain any peace nor clarity, because there is no peace nor future in anything which man has designed in opposition to the divine. But here I am here. I am your creation that has shed the blood of many nations and hearts, has caused the death of brotherhood, family principles and friendships. I am your creation, and only you are free from your demise when the dawning comes of when you will diminish me, when you are human beings enough to announce to the entire earth that you scholars are the fathers of confusion and of the lies. In your stiff necks and silent tongues are that which only intensifies your time in the suffering of the coming times of terrible days for you, while those times are the dawning of the freeing of joyous minds and hearts. The time is coming without observation, without what your writings have given to the world is accurate. But free the people by diminishing me because you are this devil. I am not. I am just a manifestation of your own evils which you know of yourselves. Allow the facts to verify the truth as it has been hidden for so many centuries the moment you picked it up and decided to organize me into existence from the whole, and creating me an evil fragment for society to fear and to use for their ambitions and self-destructions. Here I am. Will you leave me upon the floors of your cathedrals and continue to make further versions of me? Or will you one day become true human beings? Written by David Anthony Breboy.